A very good evening, viewer. It's the 2nd of August 2024. You're most welcome to the NILEcast on your West Nile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name's Okumaringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories this evening, let's have a look at what's happening in the headlines tonight. In the headlines tonight, electricity access scale-up project launched in the West Nile region. Border riders in Arua City urged to ensure transparency. And Terego stakeholders applaud partners for supporting youths. This and more in the NILEcast News Bulletin. A warm welcome, viewers, to the NILEcast on your West Nile Television. Let's dive straight into the stories that have made headlines today. The Cabinet Minister for Energy and Mineral Development, Dr. Ruth Nakabirwa Sentamu, has launched the electricity access scale-up project for the West Nile region, where the electricity consumers will be connected to the national grid. Alfred Jawok reports.
The Cabinet Minister for Energy and Mineral Development, Dr. Ruth Nakabirwa Sentamu, has today afternoon launched an electricity access scale-up project for the West Nile region, where electricity consumers will be connected to the national grid. During the launch of this project at Nebi Town Secondary School playground on Friday, 2nd August 2024, Honorable Minister Ruth Nakabirwa said this project will benefit local people who are 90 meters away from the electricity poles.
I am revenging because you put us on fire that day we stepped in Arua with the members of parliament. You put us on fire, good fire. I am now firing back with the results. Thanks be to God. Today we are here on the electricity access scale-up project, which my permanent secretary has expounded on greatly.
She added that the connection to the national grid will boost business within the West Nile region.
Affordable loans. So it is a project that we are implementing to assist people on the shared prosperity, and we appreciate, and we will not let you down. We will come for more because we have so many communities.
Honorable Hashim Suleiman, Member of Parliament Nebi Municipality, used the same event to thank the Energy Ministry for launching the project, as this has been the biggest challenge for the people of West Nile region. According to Honorable Hashim, the free connection will enable other government institutions like schools, health centers to have power.
Agenda very seriously when I joined them. And Honorable Minister, you remember by that time you were the government chief whip in our parliament, and we really disturbed you about our connection here. We could always, as a caucus, go to you to organize meetings for us with the Minister of Energy and Mineral Development to really push for grid connection here, the national grid.
Meanwhile, Fred Mungachel, one of the beneficiaries who have been connected to the project, lauded the government for this milestone, since there has been public outcry for connecting them to the national grid.
It did not take me long. In the space of like 3 weeks, I was connected to power. I'm really very happy for that. And more so, the team from the mills, I guess so, because they have all along been driving here. They were always here checking on me every time. And yeah, it showed that you people from us there, you are really committed to serving us here.
However, Robert Abak, Aradis Nebi district, revealed that ever since Nebi became a district, power challenge has been the order of the day, as many leaders were blaming the NRM government for abandoning them through national grid power connection.
Since the creation of this app, This is the first time that Navy District and West Nile is getting connected to high voltage grid. As we give glory to God, we should not forget also thanking NRM government and the wise leadership of His Excellency the President for at least making us achieve this goal. We must thank you on his behalf and thank you for being focused, really, for considering West Nile.
This shows a spark of progress, a beacon of hope as the West Nile region finally connected to the national grid. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nilecast.
Mahdi leaders through their Mahdi Corporate Union have called upon the government to speed up the process of compensating LRA war victims and restore their cotton granary, which was serving the Mahdi people. Onzema Alan reports.
As a way of restoring back the happiness and joy to the Mahdi people who lost their properties during the LRA war that affected the people of northern Uganda, the Mahdi leaders through the union have called upon the government to speed up the process of compensating the victims and restoring their cotton ginnery, which was serving the Mahdi people. Ekuga James Newton, the executive director, Mahdi Corporate Union, covering Mahdi sub-region, said cotton farmers under the Mahdi Union have renewed cotton growing, but due to lack of facilities, it is not possible, leaving the willing farmers with no options. He, however, said the little they produce is sold at a lower price to the neighboring region, hence called for immediate to restore the ginnery for bulky production of cotton.
And there was a government involvement that was sent to assess as to how much it will cost to rehabilitate the factory. It was assessed, and we have got the assessment report as to how much it will cost to rehabilitate. Mahdi Corporate Union was put for compensation in the previous financial year, but because of the corruption in the Ministry of Cooperatives, at the moment, no money can be given. Otherwise, we have that intention of rehabilitating the factory back to its original state so that the cotton grown in Adjumani Moyo and Okonye will be ginned here, then we export the lint outside.
Dr. Peter Taban, the resident district commissioner Ajumani, cautioned scrap buyers against buying scraps anyhow, since most of the materials of the ginnery were stolen by the young people and sold out as they risk being arrested.
Young people have taken opportunity to get those iron bars to be sold as scraps. We have already informed the scrap buyers. No scrap buyer will load any vehicle without the presence of the police. And any person who buys any scrap from that place and we find you will have to recover all what has been stolen.
Ekuga James, meanwhile, calls for more security to be provided for the wreckages as people are vandalizing them.
I have ever been reporting to the police. Adjumani Central Police. Some people had been arrested and taken to penalty. And at times when you call the police, they do not respond. In most cases, the previous ones used to respond. They used to help us in helping to arrest the thieves. Because for us, we don't have money. The whole thing has collapsed. We don't have even some sources of money to actually pay for watchmen to take care of this thing. So normally we rely on the police. When we call them, they help us. Yes, they arrest. At times we call them, they don't respond.
In response, the RDC promised security for them and appealed to Cotton Union to restore the ginnery using the remaining assets to ensure no loss occurs anymore.
We have marked that place to be we have marked it as one of the hotspots. I think the police are taking action anytime. So I would like also to call upon the leadership of the cotton, of the ginnery. You are there. You need to really come up with something that is to be done in that place. You can't abandon and leave the place as it is. and you see things going on.
The civil war between the LRA and the government happened in the early 2000s, where thousands of people fled their homes and caused massive destruction of properties in the northern region. Peace Ushaki, Njima Alan, West Nile Television, Nilecast.
Arua City Boda Association engaged to discuss the transparency in their leadership and how to comply and work together with Uganda Revenue Authority. Take a look.
Arua City Boda Association meeting, which took place on the 1st of August 2024, brought in many riders in Arua City, the executives and stakeholders at OPM ground, where they talked about transparency in their leadership, how to comply and work together with Uganda Revenue Authority. Amaku Swadik, the vice chairperson Boda Association Arua City, said he was very grateful about the meeting being first of its kind, whereby they talked of how to work together in this industry and how to organize their office.
I am very grateful for today's meeting. It is first of this kind since I entered the office. Today we wanted to call all the state chairpersons to discuss how we are going to develop our industry and how are we going to organize the office in the association of that.
Badrico Anthony, a male Boda, said that a lot of things are not right in the current leadership of Boda and asked the Office of Uganda Revenue Authority how they are supposed to make their payments.
Discussing here in this meeting as Boda leaders in Arua City is that there have been so many things which have not been right in the system of Boda Association in Arua City. These areas where things we are not moving well is that the leadership of the whole Boda union in Arua City has not been good. And then the second thing is that we also adjoin the Revenue Authority and the executives of the URA in Arua City and the West Nile region, at least to let us know how we are paying these taxes.
Sanyu Claire, supervisor, Uganda Revenue Authority and stakeholder coordinator, urged the Boda riders to use the opportunity of promotion, that is registering their motorcycles at a reduced and fairly price with Uganda Revenue Authority, and encourage other communities to do so in order to maintain good relation with them.
Let's grab the opportunity that's there right now. Let's catch the fish. Let's eat the food. Let's use this opportunity to engage the different communities, our friends, our relatives, to bring their motorcycles and return. Let's stop always waiting to ask. Before we ask for the next one, where is the report? What have we done?
Madam Bako Judith, Assistant Resident City Commissioner, Arua Central Division. Madam Bako Judith, Assistant Resident City Commissioner, Arua Central Division, thanked the Boda Association for inviting her and talked about the gap in leadership and lack of accountability. She urged them to carry immediate and fair election for the next leadership, pledging their support as leaders.
Rising from the different submissions from the different bodas across the city and the interactions, I've realized that there is a gap of an issue to do with the leadership. And of course issues of accountability came in, but what I have interested myself in as the office of the RCC is that there is need to have immediate election of the new members, because I've realized that the term for the old executive, which is still in office, has already elapsed.
Records at Arua City Boda Association indicate that there are over 5,000 Boda motorists operating, and therefore they came together to discuss ways forward of developing the association. Kashindroth Fancy, West Nile Television, Nilecast.
The political and technical staffs of Terrigal District have applauded the NGO partners for their various contributions and efforts they have put in place to reduce on the alarming teenage pregnancies in the district through sensitization and affirmative actions towards the young people. Osuta Yusuf has more.
The stakeholders made their remarks during a meeting held in Terrigal District LC5 Chairman's office on Tuesday, 30th of July 2024, which was attended by officials from Akina Mamawa Africa Organization, the Alliance of Women Advocating for Change, Sexual Reproductive Health and Rights Alliance Uganda, and Terrigal District officials. Chief Administrative Officer for Terego District, Echado Moses, appealed for public integrations to protect the vulnerable people like the youth, the elderly, and the PWDs.
We need to integrate our public policies and then the social policies so that we have policies that protect our communities, particularly the vulnerable groups. If they are dropping out of schools, what is the problem? Because for them to become meaningful human resource, they must have the necessary knowledge, skills, and attitudes to transform society. But if they don't have any skills, any knowledge, and any positive attitude to development, it means they will remain human beings.
Honorable Saka Wilfred, the LC5 chairman for Terego District, lobbied for more NGOs to come to the district, saying Terego is a district which demonstrates its feasibility.
We are the midpoint of West Nile for those who are here for the first time. Any project that you would want to pilot, you are better to do it here. You will certainly catch fire. The rest of the members of the West Nile fraternity will be able to copy from here. We're a new district, 4 years now, and our motto is no project should fail in fail. And I think we have not failed. If you find a project that has failed at the district court as well in Terego, this is the only project that we inherited from the mother district as well.
Resident District Commissioner for Terego District, Mr. Ikoboa Festus, has asked the MPs and NGOs to look for subsidies for the youth who are already skilled.
When we are talking about youth, one of the challenges, honorable members, I think I need to put before you people so that you can also look into it. We are skilling the children, we are skilling the youth. After skilling these youth without capital, how are they going to really practice this knowledge that they have acquired? I'm saying this because we have skilled so many youth here, but at the end of the day, the youth will still come and sit at home. Can we maybe through you people, honorable members of parliament, put this in the floor of parliament to see that after skilling these youth, can we really allocate some resources for them to start off or a startup capital to really take up what they have learned?
Honorable Biga Rose, the woman MP for Terego District, who decried the vulnerability of the communities that are hosting refugees, requested the partners for equality when it comes to affirmative actions for the vulnerable people in the district.
My other appeal is, as we are working with the displaced communities, let's have the host community at the center, because the host community has become more vulnerable than even the displaced community. When I bring anything here in Terego, which should have literally been for the host community, I do not disgregate against the refugees or the displaced community. They have been with us for over 20 years. 20 years, this become part of me.
Recent statistics presented by the district officials indicated that Terego district is one of the leading districts in Uganda in terms of teenage pregnancies, with the youngest teenage mother being 11 years old. Osuta Yusuf, West Nile Television, Nilcast.
Benson Pastore. This is West Nile Television. The program which is going on right now is news program known as Nilecast, but I am coming up with what is happening in the world of sports. I can confirm to you it's getting very, very interesting in Ugandan sports, and at the same time Olympics that is currently taking place in Paris is going neck to neck, wire to wire, and also Emile Smith-Roy has completed his move from the team of Gunners to the Cottagers. I am talking about Crystal Palace. Before we talk about some of the trending stories and also businesses that are already done in the world of transfer, as far as international transfer is concerned, let's start everything with what is happening within the country. It's all about the ongoing FIFA Super 8 tournament, which is a pre-tournament ahead of the new season of Star Times Uganda Premier League. It officially commenced today with the first game being played between Maroons and the team of Bull. I can confirm to you that game, of course, ended in a draw, and these games are played on home and away basis till the final day. That means Bull will now be entertaining Maroons at Jinja in the reverse fixture to see which team will proceed ahead. And exactly at 8 p.m. you will be seeing a game, you will be watching rather a game at St. Mary's Chitende as Vipers will be locking horns with Neck Football Club. And tomorrow, Chitara, a team that comes from Hoima, the Ankole Lions, will be having a date with the team of, not Ankole Lions. Ankole Lions, of course, is the nickname for the team of Mbara City. Airtel Chitara will be locking horns with the Kasasiro boys. That's KCCA. Leaving that one there, as I said earlier on, it's going neck to neck, wire to wire in the ongoing Olympics, of course, in Paris. And one big news for Uganda is all about at 10 p.m. East African time tonight, our own, one of the athletes, of course, will be competing in the gold medal of 10,000 race there. And also in men's football, one game, of course, has already come to an end. It was actually between Morocco and the USA in the quarterfinals of the men's football, where we saw Morocco demolishing aside USA by 4-0. That means they are through to the semi-finals of the men's football. As I talk right now, Spain is tussling it out with that Japan, and Spain, of course, is leading Japan there. The game is already into the second half. And after this, at 8 p.m., you will be expecting a game between Egypt and Paraguay. And then the night shall be finalized at 10 p.m. by the game between Argentina and France. A cracker there between the two countries, because right now they are performing very well in the sector of football. Let's drop that one there and we head into the biggest story. I'm talking about the world of transfer. Let's start with what is happening at the camp of Gunners. I'm talking about Arsenal in relation to what is happening in the camp of Cottagers. That's Fulham. The biggest story is all about Smith Rowe completing his move from the team of Arsenal to Fulham, and this one has happened at a fee of £27 million. According to the report, the fee may rise up to £34 million with add-ons, and he joined the Gunners Arsenal while he was 10 years old, and he has gone on to make 80 appearances for the team of Gunners, scoring over 30 goals for the team, scoring rather 12 goals for the team of Arsenal. Officially is a player for the team of Fulham. And Fulham, they are not also quiet after completing the deal of Smith Rowe. As I talk right now, they are in negotiation with Manchester United in order to lure the services of their Scottish midfielder, Scott McTominay. And today they also went to Manchester United with an improved bid of £20 million, and that man again has been turned down or is rejected by Old Trafford-based club. We are following the story, of course, when it will yield fruit for the three parties. That's Manchester United, the player himself, not forgetting about Fulham there. Also away from that, still in English Premier League, Nottingham Forest, they are also active in the ongoing summer transfer window, and they have acquired the services of a Portuguese attacker in the names of Jota Silva from a team in Portuguese Primeira Division called Vitória Guimarães. And this is a player who scored over 10 players in 42 appearances for the team of Vitória Guimarães last season in Portuguese Primeira Division, and he's already in the books of Nottingham Forest. Also away from that, still talking about some of the completed transfer stories today, Borussia Dortmund, BVB, Westfalenstadion-based club, Borussia Dortmund, they have also completed the signature of their former player, that's Pascal Gross from the team of Brighton and Hove Albion. This player joined Brighton and Hove Albion way back in 2017, and he has gone on to make 261 appearances for the team of Brighton and Hove Albion, scoring 32 goals and providing 52 assists in the 7 seasons he has spent with the team of Brighton and Hove Albion. And also away from that, still in some of the completed stories here in the world of transfer, Rangers is actually one of the teams playing in Scottish Premiership. They have also completed the signing of that defender. I am actually talking about Robin Proper from the team of FC Twente. This is the first of its kind. He's already 30 years of age. First of its kind, we are seeing this defender moving out of that Eredivisie, because previously he has been playing for teams like Graafschap. You also talk about Heracles. All these teams, they have been playing within the country of Netherlands. Now it's the right time for him to try it elsewhere, but also within Europe for the team of Rangers. He has been the captain of FC Twente, and he did make the team to finish third in last season's Dutch Eredivisie title. And lastly, I know so many might know about this player I am talking about, Ismail Sarr, and the team Crystal Palace. They have already completed his signature from the team of Olympique de Marseille, a team that's playing in French League One, and this one has happened at a fee of £12 million. And it has been me, Benson Pastore, doing it for you. Let's link up again next time. The next time I am talking about is tomorrow. Have the best of your moments.
Thank you, Rocco Benson Pastore, for that sports news and that sports highlight. That marks the end of the NILE cast on West Nile Television. Thank you always for being with us from the beginning of the NILE cast.